Hey, what's going on, guys? Sean or Mustang 09 bringing you guys a brand new video, and today we are going to do something that we haven't done in quite some while. It's been a few years now. I've owned this car, and we're going to do a quick little walk around. For those of you that don't know what all is done to the car, I kind of want to do a quick thing and show you. And especially since I've put some new parts on recently, I gotta show you. Jumping on the inside, the first mod we have is the new Ford Racing Sparco steering wheel. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. It is Alcantara suede with the flat bottom. I love this thing. It's connected to the NRG quick release and hub. Picked those up online, Amazon. Picked the steering wheel up at late model, and it's really fun. It's a cool thing to have. There's a few things about it. The first is when you go to do it, it has a safety switch here, and then you pull the hub forward, and then it comes off. Boom. It's a lot easier with two hands, but I got a camera in one, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. So when we're talking about the steering wheel, a couple of things that you need to know about. One, no airbag. Kind of sucks. Safety's not there. They do rate this for off-road use only, so that makes it for race cars only. That's why I did the steering wheel, because this is a race car. And because it's a little fun to have. It's kind of neat to spice up the interior and change it up and not have the same old steering wheel every other Mustang on the road has. So that's my reasoning. As you guys know, I've said it 1,000 times, I don't daily drive this car. And we'll get more to that, because I think in the last video I said the opposite, that I'm going to have to start driving it, but that may change. Anyways, back to the steering wheel. No airbag, no horn. Definitely have to figure out a horn situation, because it's unsafe to drive on the road when you can't honk and let people know that you are very angry at them. Because when you drive stupid, I need to be able to let you know. I feel like it's my duty to say, hey, you're driving like a moron. Tell you what's up by going beep, beep, beep. Third thing, you do have an airbag light that comes on. I can look over that. Not a big deal. The fourth thing, though, something I'm definitely going to have to get used to is the blinker situation. When you turn your blinker on right now, say you like that, and it blinks, 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 and you turn the steering wheel, when you come back to straighten up, the steering wheel goes like this and it clicks it off. That's called a clock spring. That is inside where the airbag sits. This setup doesn't allow for a clock spring. So now when I turn my blinker on, it stays on unless I manually take it and turn it off, hit it the opposite way, hit it back towards center and cut it off. So that's something that's been a little tricky. You gotta remember that, because like 1 or 2 times now I've looked kind of like a fool driving down the road with my blinker just going to the left and I'm not turning left. So that's kind of one thing. Stick it up there, push, and it locks back in. Super cool. The other modifications that we've done are suede shift boot, or e-brake boot, suede shift boot. These are from the Boss Mustang. Picked those up from late model. They kind of match the steering wheel a little better with the suede. And then the other one, which was an unintended modification, is this sweet little shift knob. If you guys can tell, it says reversed, first, second, third, fourth, and then 5th gear actually says county, and 6th gear actually says prison. It's just meant to be a joke, guys. It's funny. I really like it. I didn't plan on getting it, but if you can tell, the suede shift boot for the Boss doesn't allow for this factory shift knob to fit back in place. The opening at the top is real tiny, and for the factory one, actually I have the factory shift knob in here. Factory shift knob is huge on the bottom. You can tell right here, it's really massive, and that didn't fit in the boot. You can see from the factory boot, it's got this big flat piece where that shift knob goes in, and so it didn't work. So I had to pick something else up because I couldn't drive around without a shift knob. Found that online at Speed Dog Shift Knobs, and really quick shipping, reasonably priced, so highly recommend it. Feels good to have the shift ball filling back in my hand. Pop the hood real quick. This is one thing I want to fix. I have the prop rod still, and I want to get the red line hood struts because it just seems like, I don't know why Mustang is still making $30,000 cars with a manual prop rod. Prop rod, ka-chow. So far, unfortunately, nothing has changed under the hood, but for all the new people, JLT colder intake, Moroso catch can, underneath the car for exhaust, I do have an SVE off-road X-pipe. Shut this real quick. SVE off-road X-pipe, and as you guys know, that requires an aftermarket tune that the SCT programmer can take, and so I am tuned by Bama on a 93 race tune. I love it, haven't had any issues with it, and it's performed flawlessly, so no hate from me to Bama. The other thing that's done, Rtr Wheels, see, Nitto NT 555 tires. The RTRs, I always get asked this, what size are your RTRs? They are 19 by 9.5. I don't know if things have changed, but when I ordered these, you could only get 19 by 9.5. There were no other like size options. So that's what the setup there is with the wheels. I am lowered on Eibach Pro Kit S coilover. It's an okay setup. It kind of makes some noises. I got to get in there and figure out what that is. I've had it on for about a year now, maybe a little longer. It's probably been a little longer, but it definitely makes the car feel stiffer. It's very more reactionary. When you turn the wheel, the car really just wants to go, and it's great. I like it. Exhaust, we touched on the mid-pipe. Outback, muffler-wise, we have Roush axle backs. So pair that up with an Off-Road X, and that thing screams. It is so loud, it's ridiculous. I really love it. Oh, cannot forget about this little gem. Shorty antenna, thanks Late Model Restoration. I think it's like 20 bucks or something. Really cool. There's LED lights on all the interior pieces in the trunk. License plate lights are LED. I really like the look of the white, bright, crisp look of the LED light. The factory lights that are inside are kind of yellow, and they just don't look super good. So change those out. But as you can tell, guys, car's filthy, man. We've had like a week's worth of rain, which kind of like put a hold on some of the videos. Before I was so rudely interrupted by the message on my camera that said card full, I had to go back and delete some old video footage. We've had like a week's worth of rain, so it's kind of put a damper on making some videos. I attempted to make a video of installing the steering wheel, and it just turned out terribly. There are no write-ups online that I found. I'm a pretty good Googler, and I could not find it. So if you have questions on this steering wheel, let me know. It's super simple. 2 screws on either side. You have to take off the under trim piece. It gets like 3 bolts under, or 3 screws underneath there, and then the factory thing comes off. Then you put this stuff in reverse back on. Easy as that. It is honestly a 15-minute install once you know how to do it. However, if you're doing it for the first time with no direction, it took me too long, and it was hot in the garage. Holy cow, it's so hot. And I was sweating my butt off, just frustrated. Frustrating, man. And I didn't want to put a negative video out there, so I didn't edit that one. I have it, but I didn't edit it. So if you want to see it, let me know. Maybe it'll make some bloopers, I don't know. But yeah, so that's it. I mean, I really love the car. I think the next thing to do is just throw some boost at it. And as you guys know, my mind is forever changing with what I want to do with the car. But I have a buddy in town named Zach. He drives a Mustang. It's a Bullet, and I think it's like an 08 Bullet. And we've been talking about going out to Mineral Wells, and they have their open drift days. We think it'd be really cool to go out there and drift a little. So I'm not going to do it on these because these tires are stupid expensive. As you guys know, NT 555s are not cheap. I think it was like over $1,000 for the set of tires. So I'm going to look for possibly some junk wheels for now, and go out there and get some junk wheels and tires, and then just something to burn up and have a lot of fun with. Like, as you can see, look at this parking lot. There's just burnout marks everywhere. And I can promise you, none of those were me, because on that building over there, there's a camera, and I am not about to get in trouble for doing burnouts in a parking lot. That just doesn't sound like fun. Too old for that. Too mature, too smart. Be smart, guys. If you're gonna go to Mexico, make sure you go to Mexico. Other than that, man, thanks so much for checking out the video, dudes. I just wanted to do a quick update. Everything's going good. The car's running nice. The wife is great. The baby is 10 months old. She is trying to walk everywhere. She pulls herself up and like takes some steps and walks around some things, and then like she'll try and let go and stand there for a second and then fall over. We got to get her on her flat feet. Right now she's up on her tippy toes, but it's super adorable. She's just awesome. The other day she told me bye-bye, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You're not supposed to say bye-bye to me. That breaks my heart. You're getting so big. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up now, guys. Thanks so much for watching. You guys know all the social media stuff, Mustang 09. I love to see you over there. I've had some good talks with some of you already. So if you're not currently following me, I do it all, man. Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm on all of them. Hit me up. I want to see you over there. And it's probably too late. If you're still watching, hit that subscribe button. We got some exciting things coming up. You know, I got a new car other than this that we're going to talk about. It's white. Starts with the F, ends with the T. Sounds like Focus ST. Maybe I just gave it away right there, but it's going to be really cool. I like that car. I've had a lot of fun with it. Put over 1,000 miles on it already, and it's a blast to drive. The turbo is sick. It is so sick. And there were some hidden gems about the car that I did not know about when I bought it. I bought it pre-owned, 2014, with like 15,000 miles on it. And there are some hidden gems, so I can't wait to make a video about that. Anyways, guys, for real, wrapping her up right now. I love you. Thanks so much for watching. We're growing. We're over 2,000 subscribers. You guys rock. And we'll see you right here on the next video. Take it easy, boys.